The Sublime Beauty of Salvation. Devotional Thoughts for Women by Marianne M. Grutner. God is a lover of the beautiful, and above all that is outwardly attractive, He loves beauty of character. He would have us cultivate purity and simplicity, the quiet graces of the flowers.
Good morning, dear friends. Today, April the 13th, our devotional is entitled Daring to Contradict. Our scripture reading is from Esther chapter 1 and verse 12. But Queen Vashti refused to come to the king's command brought by his eunuchs. Therefore, the king was furious and his anger burned within him. The vast and powerful Medo-Persian Empire stretched from India to Ethiopia around 500 BC and was ruled by Xerxes I, also known as Ahasuerus. It had more than 100 governors and had its capital in the city of Shushan. In the third year of his reign, Xerxes offered a long and lavish banquet to his courtiers and nobles, as well as to governors and princes. Encouraged by excessive drinking, eating, and entertainment, the monarch wanted to show his strength and power to summon the army to war and expand his dominions. The feast lasted 6 months. Afterward, the king gave another banquet for the male citizens only, which lasted 7 days. Colorful Persian rugs were spread across the marble floor. Curtains and other fine fabrics hung from the linen cords and silver rings. Marble columns supported the ceiling and adorned the rich halls. The drunk men reclined on beds of gold and silver, on finely embroidered cushions, all drunk from golden cups. The king had ordered them to drink as much as they wanted. At the end of the 7 days, what was the scene? A band of drunken fools and disrespectful men. Vashti, the beautiful young queen, was simultaneously hosting a party for the women in another hall of the palace. Perhaps they were chatting about their daily struggles, advising each other on the problems they faced. It was then that Vashti was summoned by the king, who was completely drunk and wanted her to parade before the men to show off her beauty. Vashti, whose name means the best in Persian, refused to appear. She knew that everyone was drunk and decided to maintain her noble and sensible stance, even to honor her husband. Acting according to her pure conscience, she believed that when he came to his senses, he would praise her. But the king's advisors, courtiers, blind to purity, influenced him not to let such humiliation go unpunished. Vashti was deposed from the throne, but with her courageous attitude, she left us an example of boldness and integrity. She did not act against her clear conscience, even though she had to pay a very high price for it. In this way, she paved the way for Queen Esther. Vashti's experience shows that it is not wrong to contradict attitudes and decisions that clearly violate our principles, which are based on the Bible. It takes courage to do what is right. Strive to be honest and keep a clear conscience, even if doing so may result in harsh consequences. But Queen Vashti refused to come to the king's command brought by the eunuchs. Therefore, the king was furious and his anger burned within him. Esther chapter 1 and verse 12.